Hey everybody, this is HD. Welcome back. It is time for the grand finals of the Team Liquid number 11 open tournament. It is time. WhiteRa versus TLO. And hey, look at this. TLO gets his main race. It is Terran versus Protoss. And the last time that they played Terran vs. Protoss was 2 games ago on Scrap Station, where TLO actually tried to do some very fancy drop maneuvers, and WhiteRa tried to do the same exact thing. I did like that very much. I don't think we're going to see the same thing though this time, because this map is Shakuras Plateau. They have a very, very distant spawn, as you guys can see, one at the 11, one at the 1, I don't know my clock hands today, and one at the 7 o'clock, so they're very far apart. And this map, like all big maps, is a very macro-oriented map. So, for the first time in this series, in this grand final series, I think we may actually see a long-term macro game. I mean, look at this. It's just so many expansions. You've got one right here, you've got one here that the Terrans love to expand to, and you've got the whole side of the map to yourselves, especially considering that they're cross-spawn. They're not top spawn or bottom spawn together. I think we're going to see a very nice long-term macro game for this grand finals, this ace match in the finals of this tournament. And so, looking forward to this game. Let's see what WhiteRa does. He's got Gateway coming up, standard timing. TLO's also got his barracks coming up, standard. And one thing I don't think we're going to see this time around is that, like I said, that fast factory into fast starport. I think on this map, a lot of Terrans like to go for one barracks into command center. They really like to expand quickly because this map has such a large rush distance. The Terrans typically are guaranteed a safe expansion early on. They don't have to worry about early aggression, and so they can go for that one barracks FE very easily. And I think that's what we're going to see this time around. Or not. I like TLO is going to get the refinery, so I didn't actually see that. So maybe TLO will get, perhaps he's going to get an early tech lab, try to get some upgrades for his Marines/Marauders, and maybe he'll get a second barracks out as well before he gets the command center. Or, you know, he could just try something cheesy because it's a little one. He does cheesy things, and, you know, cheesy is his game. So we'll see what happens. WhiteRa getting his cybernetics core, his assimilator is down as well. Everything looking good so far. Nothing out of the ordinary. TLO has already scouted the bottom side, so he knows now that his opponent has spawned on the top, because Shakuras Plateau, originally a 2v2 map, now a 1v1 on the ladder, is actually guaranteed to, your opponent's always guaranteed to spawn away from you on the other side of the map. So it looks like WhiteRa also going to get his second gas quite early here. And TLO, yes indeed, he does have a tech lab going down on his first barracks. So oftentimes when Terrans get that early tech lab and they have the early refinery, it kind of signals that they're going to try to get some Marine Marauder upgrades early on. It looks like TLO here is going to try to build a bunker outside of WhiteRa's base. This is very, very weird. And 2 Marines actually were on the way to rendezvous with that bunker, but WhiteRa actually is going to force the cancel on that with an early scouting zealot. So nice play right there from WhiteRa. I'm not exactly sure why TLO wanted to build a bunker outside of WhiteRa's base, but as you guys can see, TLO is getting stimmed for his Marines and his Marauders, and he does have a combination of both Marines and Marauders coming out right now off of one barracks. And as you guys can see, he is saving the money this time around. So I do believe he is going for the one barracks FE. He's going to build that command center very early on. And we do have a slight skirmish outside of TLO's natural, but it looks like WhiteRa is going to fall back with that zealot. So everything's looking pretty standard so far. As you guys can see, WhiteRa is also getting 2 more gateways down. And I do believe that WhiteRa's strategy this game is going to be to go for 3 warp gates into fast expansion, which is pretty standard for Protoss players nowadays. They often like to go for 3 gateways and then they build the Nexus down. That's the safest timing to get a Nexus, and it prevents any kind of an early 2 barracks rush, any kind of an early 3 or 4 barracks attack. And it does look like TLO is going to be making an attack after all. And he's got a small army of Marines and Marauders. He's got 1 SCV. A little bit early here, though. I feel like his stim pack timing is about 25 seconds away. So I don't know if he should be making this move into the Protoss army. Oh my god, he's gonna get force fielded. Doesn't really make a difference, though. His Marines and Marauders trying to maneuver here, but without stim, they are just slow as slugs, and the entire army is gonna get taken out. Oh, TLO, I don't know why he moved in before stim was finished. And as you guys can see, he did go for the one barracks command center. He tried to go for one barracks early expo, and it is standard for the Terran to push out when they do that, just to threaten the Protoss a little bit, but not before Stim finishes, and now TLO has to fall back all the way to his natural, and he has to build a bunker right now. If he doesn't build a bunker at his ramp, he is so in trouble. Oh no. WhiteRa is moving out with his entire army. Remember that WhiteRa went for a 3-gate expansion, which means that WhiteRa's got 3 times the production capacity that TLO has, as TLO now is just getting his other 3 barracks up. So this is really, really bad for the little one. He does have 1 bunker coming up, so that's a little bit of a saving grace. He's gonna need maybe 2 more bunkers. Honestly, he needs to throw it down now, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble. WhiteRa's got a massive army just warping in outside the doorstep of the little one's natural, and this single bunker is not going to be enough against this many zealots, this many sentries, and the combination of the stalkers in the background. I think that WhiteRa is going to possibly take this game right now. You guys can see all the Chrono Boost being used on the warp gates. WhiteRa wants to end this game right here, right now. He knows he's got the advantage. TLO trying to get a factory and a starport down, but he has to hold off this attack with only 1 bunker. Look for the force fields to prevent the SCVs from repairing that lone bunker. Very nice play by WhiteRa. And now TLO has to fall all the way back. Oh, force field, another one preventing the SCVs from running away. And I think this is gonna be GG to this series, which really just adds further confusion to who is the more dominant player, WhiteRa or TLO. I mean, WhiteRa won this series, but TLO has shown time and time again that he is a match for WhiteRa. So this really is just the clash of titans. WhiteRa is gonna win this time around. I think there's not much that TLO can do. SCVs, unfortunately, are no match for Zealots, and the entire economy of the Terran player is just going to tatters now. A couple of Hellions coming out, and he is just going to get backed up into the wall here, and WhiteRa is going to finish this. The command center, it's been blasted into ruins, and more units continue to stream in from that pylon, and I think TLO is going to GG out. So that's the end of this series. WhiteRa wins the grand finals. Congratulations to him. And yeah, another clash of these 2 players. Anytime these 2 players find themselves in a game, I'm going to try to, of course, get these replays casted. And I just hope you guys enjoyed this entire series. Definitely an awesome series to cast. Unfortunately, the last game, I was hoping for more of a macro game. It wasn't the case. But I really think that what costed TLO this game was his early attack and attacking without stim. He was about 10 to 20 seconds too early on his attack, and he didn't really need to do that. So that unfortunately costed him the game, and it shows one small blunder can really cost you in the long run. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this cast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the series. HD going to be signing out till next time.